Welcome to the latest weather forecast for the UK over the next 10 days. Before diving into the details, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell notification for updates. During tomorrow Saturday, the sky will be mostly cloudy in most areas, with some very light rain in northern Scotland, the Northern Isles, the North West Highlands, and possibly even in Northern Ireland and North Wales. Some snowfall is expected during the evening and night in certain areas of northern Scotland, influenced by the arrival of the first effects of the cold air mass of polar origin. Specifically, snow is anticipated in Fort Augustus, Aviemore, Inverness, Dufftown, Grantown-on-Spey, Tomoton, Kinusey, Dalwhinnie, Roths, Keith, Huntly, Strathdon, Ullapool, Kinlochbervie, Durness, Betty Hill, Melvick, and Kinbrace. The maximum temperatures for tomorrow will not exceed 3 degrees in Lerwick, 8 degrees in Port of Ness and Skerenish, 7 in Ballyvannick, 5 in Inverness, 6 degrees in Thurso and Aberdeen, 5 degrees in Glasgow, 6 in Sunderland and Newry, 8 in Douglas, 7 degrees in Hull and Liverpool, 5 degrees in Norwich and London, 6 in Birmingham, St David's, and Plymouth, and 4 degrees in Bristol. Anticipate a further extension of the cold polar air vertically across the UK on Sunday, January 14th, and Monday, January 15th. Consequently, temperatures will significantly drop in most areas, reaching below freezing with snowfall. However, this snowfall is expected to be limited to northern Scotland, the Northern Isles, the North West Highlands, and possibly some light snow in Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, the weather will be relatively stable in other regions, with a chance of sunny but cold weather on Monday in most of England and the southern half of Scotland, and possibly even Wales. Returning to the snowfall, we reveal the key areas that will experience snowfall during Sunday and Monday. The important regions include Scurry, Kinlochbervie, Lochinver, Durness, Betty Hill, Melvick, Thurso, Wick, Kinbrace, Golspie, Rosehall, Alness, Inverness, Ullapool, Gairloch, Acknashon, Stromfurry, Mallaig, Fort Augustus, Fort William, Aviemore, Braemar, Grantown-on-Spey, Kinusey, Dalwhinnie, Dufftown, Elgin, Buckie, Turriff, Fraserburgh, Peterhead, Old Meldrum, Aberdeen, Macduff, Port Soy, Drumnadroshit, Tomich, Portree, Stornoway, Port of Ness, Ardroyle, Tarbert, Ballyvannick, Loch Boisdale, Skerenish, Bunessan, Bowmore, Kirkwall, Stonerbreck, Lerwick, Baltersound, Bray, Coleraine, Limavady, Dungiven, Maghera, Clough Mills, Ballycastle, Larne, Cushendun, Waterford, Dervock, Ballymoney, Armoy, Lochgyle, Dunlowy, Glariford, Cargan, Kilrea, Porgelnone, Garva, and Clawdy. The effects of the cold air mass will continue during Tuesday and Wednesday, January 17th, with continuous snowfall and further temperature drop. This time, snow will affect most areas and cities in Scotland, the Northern and Western Isles, Northern Ireland, Wales, and some regions in the north and south of England. However, central areas of England are not expected to experience snowfall according to current forecasts. This is due to Atlantic moisture bypassing the UK, impacting France, the Netherlands, Germany, and the southern regions of England near the coasts, specifically on Wednesday, January 17th. This means that this moisture will not reach central England, preventing the interaction with the polar air from the north and, consequently, no snowfall in central England. In the north of England, some areas may experience snowfall, but not due to Atlantic moisture, rather because of moisture coming from the north. As we mentioned previously, temperatures will drop further, and during the upcoming Wednesday, they will fall to 10 degrees below zero in Braemar, 9 below zero in Clover, 8 degrees below zero in Aviemore, Kinusey, Aberfeldy, Killin, Dalwhinnie, Bridge of Balgie, Fort Augustus, Fort William and Acknashon, and 7 below zero in Balleter, Pitlochry, Perth, Crieff, Stirling, and Glasgow. As for Thursday, January 18th, and Friday, January 19th, some snowfall is expected to continue in northern Scotland, the Northern and Western Isles, Northern Ireland, and Wales. During Saturday, January 20th, and Sunday, January 21st, temperatures are expected to rise in most areas due to the influx of an Atlantic air front accompanied by warm air currents, leading to the return of moderate to heavy rainfall in most regions of the UK. Some snowfall may persist in central Scotland. And now, here is the snow accumulation forecast for the next 10 days, between 30 and 60 centimeters in areas: Thurso, Melvick, Betty Hill, Durness, Scurry, Lochinver, Paulbane, Lade, Ullapool, Fraserburgh, Macduff and Port Soy. Between 10 and 40 centimeters in Peterhead, Buckie, Wick, Kinlochbervie, Gairloch, Achnashan, Shieldaig, Stromfurry, Glenelg, Braemar, Clover, Kinusey, Dalwhinnie, Bridge of Balgie, Killin, Tindrum, Moffat, Peebles, Tweedsmuir, Biggar, Castle Bay, Battersea, Bunessan, Port of Ness, Ardroyle, Midbee, Stonerbreck, Baltersound, Bray, Cushendun, Coleraine, Ballycastle, Dervock, Ballymoney, Bushmills, Armoy, Lochgyle and Portstewart. Between 5 and 15 centimeters in Hythe, Hastings, Brighton, Chichester, Newport, Poole, Weymouth, Seaton, Torquay, Exeter, Okehampton, Plymouth, Bodmin, Truro, Penzance, Lampeter, Aberystwyth, Bangor, Bala, Llanrwst, Corwen, St Asaph, Colwyn Bay, Carnarvon, Chester, Liverpool, Hawes, Penrith, Keswick, Ambleside, Alston, Berwick, Galashiels, Horwick, Edinburgh, Armadale, Lanark, Cumnock, Carsfion, Stranraer, Douglas, Glasgow, Stirling, Greenock, Aberfoyle, Crieff, Inverary, Lochgilphead, Oban, Lochraza, Bowmore, Scalasag, Tobermory, Mallaig, Portree, Fort William, Fort Augustus, Aviemore, Dufftown, Balleter, Elgin, Grantown-on-Spey, Tomoton, Roths, Keith, Huntley, Strathdon, Turriff, Rosehall, Kinbrace, Kirkwall, Lerwick, Stornoway, Tarbert, Ballyvannick, Carnlaw, Larne, Clough Mills, Limavady and Dungiven. Less than 5 centimeters in areas: Canterbury, Maidstone, Southend-on-Sea, Crawley, Wallingham, Woking, London, Basingstoke, Southampton, Amesbury, Mere, Yeovil, Taunton, Bude, Swansea, Carmarthen, Cardigan, Clandrindod-Wells, St David's, Barmouth, Porthmadog, Oswestry, Holyhead, Stoke-on-Trent, Manchester, Macclesfield, Preston, Burnley, Sheffield, Lancaster, Settle, Kendal, Millom, Bridlington, Scarborough, Whitby, Skipton, Lofthouse, Leyburn, Kirkby Stephen, Barnard Castle, Sedbergh, Shap, Stanhope, Hexham, Bellingham, Horsley, Kielder, Alnwick, Langholm, Dunbar, Newton Stewart, Girvan, Ayr, Campbelltown, Crail, Glenrothes, Perth, Dundee, Forfar, Aberdeen, Old Meldrum, Alness, Inverness, Galsby, Belfast, Newry, Omagh, Enniskillen, Cookstown, Armagh, Downpatrick, Ballymena, Maghera, Macrofelt, Antrim and Ballyclare.